You're not one of those guys, are you?
We'll eat stuff in the grocery store before I paid for it?
Yeah.
I have.
I think it depends on what you're eating. If you're drinking like a whole 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew, holding it like it's yours already, haven't paid for it yet, there's no way you have custody of your children.
No, I am not making eye contact with that guy, for sure.
Welcome to the Oh Hell Yeah podcast.
Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Oh Hell Yeah. I'm Eddie Delasepe.
And I'm Brent Flyberg.
We're here, we're peers.
Get used to it.
Nice. We're here in beautiful Spiderhouse Rules
Studios.
And before we get into the episode, do this show a favor. Subscribe to the podcast. Hit the notification bell. Get notified every time an episode comes out. We release episodes every single Thursday. Support this show. Get us in the algo God's good favors.
Please get us in that freaking algo.
Before we get right back into the episode again as well, October 25th.
Mic Drop Mania, San Diego.
California. You military brat bros, just come to the show. Hang out.
Longboard on down to Kearney Mesa.
Yeah. Stop eating your damn burritos and fries and come out and see us perform at Mic Drop Mania Comedy Club, October 25th. I'll be there. Brent will be there. It's going to be a fun time. The link to that in the description of this episode.
Indeed.
Did you take it to me?
Take it away, Eddie. Eddie, this guy's fully married and wedded.
Oh, man.
It happened. You did it. You went through with it. I did have to look. Did we have to talk him into it in the bathroom 10 minutes before the ceremony? Of course.
Give me one reason why I shouldn't. Anything. Please, Brent.
And I said, think about the dog. Think about your dog.
I will say this though, dude. I'm burnt out.
I bet. There's
I
a lot.
am burnt the F out. Can't swear first 5 minutes of a YouTube video.
Of course, smart. Yeah.
I'm
burnt the fudge out.
Burnt the frick out.
Burnt the friggly doodly out.
Just so much. So people don't know I got married on Friday.
Beautiful wedding.
Stop.
We ate on a rooftop at sunset. Oh, baby. It was the ceremony. Oh, you should have seen the ceremony. Our boy managed to stay serious for the whole thing. We're so proud of him.
I listen, when my little legs walk down that aisle in that little tux, honestly, you know, all you guys must have been thinking, wow, look at that. Look at him scurry up to the top there.
I thought it was nice that they had a phone book for you to stand on.
Yeah, an apple crate. Yeah. I mean, this is Hollywood. We're full of making movie magic, make things seem better than they are. Yes. When I did those initial 2 steps up that little mini ladder, and then I kissed my girlfriend, now wife, on the lips. What a feeling! Yeah,
it was great. We all cheered
when her sister who ordained the whole ceremony picked me up and made me kiss my wife. And then instead of tossing the bouquet, she tossed me into the crowd. and
I caught him. So I guess I'm getting married next.
I guess I got to take care of this little girl. Yeah. Man, what a feeling!
Yeah,
what a feeling. I will say though, dude, man. The power of a tux.
The tux, yeah, the tux. You look good. You look like a little tiny James Bond.
I look like I belong on the wedding cake. I really did.
Yeah, you did.
Like after this, I got to go stand on the wedding cake until you guys slice it up. But I did look like a little James Bond, and I will say, in it, when you're wearing a tuxedo, you could talk to anybody.
You really could.
You could walk up to anybody. And then there's a sense of respect. Obviously, I was the groom,
right?
But
you go anywhere in that hotel and you say, "I need in this room," they're going to say, "Right this way, sir."
Yeah, I should walk up to somebody holding a woman's hand and be like, "Mind if I step in?" He'd be like, "Of course,
sir,
please."
I thought you'd never ask.
After you do her, can you do me? Little James Bond. Oh man, and you know what? The whole ceremony was great. You know what? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do something a little unprecedented here on the podcast. I'm going to take it away to. I have a recording.
Okay.
Of my good friend Bryan Hatt's speech.
Yeah. Oh, we got to see this.
So here it is.
So myself, she picked the right man for the job. Okay? Thank you. I didn't need your validation. I'm telling you. Okay, because you may not know this, but I have known Eddie longer than anyone here, okay? Since the late 1900s, in fact. True story. And over the last quarter century, Eddie and I have been as thick as thieves, joined at the hip, taking on the world, trying to catch a rising star, you know? We spent so much time together, people even thought we were more than friends. That's right, roommates. Anywho, I digress. My point is, Malcolm Gladwell once theorized it takes 10,000 hours to master something. If that's so, then I consider myself a bit of an expert on Edmundo Fatone della Siete. Okay? So, Courtney, when I tell you, in Eddie, you're getting the kindest, funniest, most fiercely loyal friend you could ever ask for, I know what I'm talking about, okay? And Eddie, when I tell you, in all the time I've known you, I have never known you to be happier than you are with Courtney. I mean it, okay? I know in my heart of hearts you two are destined to be together. Well, we all do. So with that in mind, please raise your glasses and let's toast the beautiful bride and the man who once started a rumor that I keep a cheeseburger in my wallet. To Eddie and Courtney, everybody.
Incredible stuff, right?
Incredible.
Maybe the best toast I've ever seen at a wedding. He absolutely crushed.
Top-notch toast. And what I loved about the toast, and here's the thing, okay? God bless my mother-in-law and my father-in-law. Salt of the earth people. They're supportive. They're friendly. They're nice. They paid for the wedding. God bless them both. But all the comedians, all my friends were there. All my closest friends were there. We watched them go on the microphone, and hey, they're not pros.
They're not pros.
And that's okay.
They gave wonderful toasts.
Heartfelt toasts.
Great, beautiful. Couldn't ask for more in terms of content, that's for sure.
Yes. There was stories about them, about my wife growing up and how she was when she was a little girl. It tugged at the heartstrings.
Dropping her off.
But then when my good friend Bryan had Blueberry Splash, the big kahuna, walked up there in the biggest suit they make at J. Crew Factory, he immediately commanded respect.
it was his wedding all of a sudden, honestly.
People take us for granted. We know how to work this thing.
Yeah. We know how to work this thing and a crowd.
Yes. We know how to stay in the pocket, be composed, the good ones anyway.
Yeah.
But he's been doing comedy for over 20 years. When my wife said to him, like, can you do a speech? Can you keep it short and sweet, 3 minutes? He's like, I got you.
Yeah.
Say nothing more. Never brought it up again. Never said, do you mind if I bring this up? When it was like his turn to speak at my wedding, she was like, is he going to go up there? I forget. And he just walked up there. Because comics, we got no fear.
Yeah.
You don't even got to say her name. You can just point at us like, we're going up. I got 10 minutes. I got 5 minutes. I can do
we were
this.
all ready to go.
We're ready to go. So he was ready, and dude, just bang.
Knocked it out of the park.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
And all my friends, and you got to see drunk me.
I did. I saw Drunk Eddie.
And I don't know what I said to your girlfriend, but I think it was she must have been like, are you trying to blow him? I think I was. I'm a big
She did say I'm
lovey-dovey
not
guy.
allowed to hang out with you anymore.
Yeah, I don't like that you hang out with that guy. I think he's going to pull a move on you. Are these even rolling? But it was highlight of my life.
Yeah. Good.
Highlight of my life.
I hope so.
And the thrift store mannequin was looking good.
Thank you. I was suited and booted.
Yeah, man.
Fully suited up.
You
New
look
white
good.
shirt. Thank you.
You look good. Everyone looked good.
Everybody looked great.
Everyone looked great. No complaints. Food was good.
Food was great. I do have one small complaint. It's not about the food. I didn't tell you this.
What?
Here's what happened, okay? Serving family style. Big centerpiece in the middle of the table, right?
Yeah.
So I never really got to know anyone on the other side of the table because I couldn't see them.
Right.
And they brought out the dishes. Great. Again, the food's great. There's pasta. There's vegetables. There's chicken. There's fish. I see on the menu there's steak.
You didn't get the steak.
Hold on. They took my plate away, and I was like, that's crazy. I didn't see any steak. And then somebody was like, oh, it's over here. It never made it from the other side of the table to me. So am I a little mad at these mystery people on the other side of the table? A little bit. Pass the friggin' steak.
Ironically, could have asked for more steak if I gave it to you. You could have got your own dish.
Don't worry, I did. I had to get somebody else's bread plate and a fork, and I ate a lot of the steak.
Oh, good. Okay,
Yeah,
good,
yeah.
good.
At that point, I was like full, but I was like, I'm not gonna not eat this, and it was really good. So I ate a
nice.
lot of it. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. What's wedding protocol? Let's just say you're a single guy, and you're at the wedding, and you meet someone, friend of the bride, and she's single, and you guys are hitting it off. Is it uncouth to hook up
No.
during?
Yes.
No. Like it's like cocktail hour. To sneak away and just screw
And
around.
miss part of the ceremony, or
No, ceremony you've already caught.
okay, you've already caught the ceremony. As long as you don't miss any of the scheduled events.
Like when everyone's dancing, if you sneak away and just like go into a broom closet.
Is it a little
uncouth?
uncouth? Maybe. Is it cool as hell? Yes.
I wouldn't be mad at it.
Did somebody?
No.
Okay.
I'm just wondering because
Yeah.
I was just thinking of all my single friends there, and I was like, there's a few of them that were there, and one of my single friends was talking to one of her single friends. They were kind of hitting it off a little bit.
I saw this. I'm not gonna name names, but I saw it.
Yeah, I saw it, and I was kind of like thinking in my head, well, what's the protocol here? If you're at your friend's wedding, is it not good to make out with the person, hook up with the person, leave early with the person?
I think it's all fair game as long as you don't miss anything or do anything disrespectful. I think it's all fair game.
Yeah, I guess you're right. I will say though, there is a piece of you that watches it from a distance, and you just like kind of like, I just got married. Hey, I love her to death.
Yeah.
But I kind of want to know
Right.
if you guys are gonna be in each other. Just watching, rubbing my little hands,
Send video.
rubbing my little hands.
Yeah. Well, I think the key, here's what you do. If you get married again, which, God forbid.
Statistically, can happen.
Yeah. But if you get married again, you rent out a block of rooms in the hotel. Fill them with cameras. Have all your friends stay in those rooms and say, hey, man, if something happens. Don't worry. If you got to sneak off at any point, just make sure you're facing this way.
Oh man, you know what? If he did it, he's innocent. I'm with you.
Instead of champagne, you're handing out baby oil. I don't know.
Everyone's got a little like little doggy bag that's got baby oil in it.
Doggy bag full of baby oil and GHB.
What else is going on? That's enough about me and my life and me being married. Oops.
You did it.
What's up with you? What's going on? What's happening?
Nothing major, I guess. Nothing. Yeah.
Your girlfriend's great.
Girlfriend's great.
You guys hit it off.
Yeah. No, we had a great time. We were dancing.
I was watching you guys dance, having a good time, just muttering to myself, take care of him. Don't you dare break him or hurt him.
Oh, we went to our friend's birthday party. After we went directly from your wedding, took an Uber to our friend's birthday party.
That night?
That night.
Wow, full suited.
Full suited. To show up at a party in a full suit, pretty powerful move.
Wow.
Yeah. And at some point, my girlfriend lost her phone. Oops. Oh. Our theory is, because I remember handing it to her as we got out of the car, then there was a stumble getting out of the car, open bar, and then when we were leaving the party, we couldn't find her phone. And so my best theory is that it fell on the way out of the car, and then somebody scooped it up. Because then by the time we got back to her place and looked up, Find My iPhone, that phone was in South Central, and it's never coming back.
Really?
Yeah.
That fat? It was South Central LA already?
Yeah, I mean, it was probably like an hour later that we got on Find My iPhone.
Have you ever lost your phone before?
Oh, have I, Eddie? Have I lost a phone?
Yeah, you seem like kind of.
I've left some in the Ubers. I've lost some phones. I watched a car run over my phone on Wilshire
Oh my god.
after it fell out of my pocket. I've broken a lot of phones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can see that.
Yeah.
The clean cut slob, I can see him having moments like that where you're just walking up to a bar and you're like, oh damn, I forgot to wear shoes.
Yeah. Yeah. I realized halfway here, I don't have my wallet.
Have you ever left the house without your phone?
Oh, yeah.
I've never done it.
Yeah.
Like maybe it just clearly shows the amount of dependency I have on the phone. We all do, but
Yeah.
I don't think the moment's not in my back pocket, I can feel it. And if it's not on me at any moment, I'd almost rather lose my wallet than my phone.
Yeah, same. I got all the way to work a couple weeks ago before I realized I didn't have my wallet.
Yeah.
Or no, my phone. Sorry, my phone.
Isn't it and to think that I did exist in a time, we both did, where you left the house without your phone easy.
Almost every day, in fact.
People had to I had to trust someone met me somewhere. If I go, hey, Brent, let's go get a bite to eat. Cool, where do you want to go? Let's go to this place at 8. See you there. And I just left the house.
Yeah.
And I hoped you showed up.
You just have to show up. And I think people were more accountable. I'll say it. People were more accountable.
Yeah. Yeah, they were accountable. Dates, too.
Yeah. I don't think I really went on any pre-phone dates now that I think about it.
No, I'm not that old.
No. Yeah, neither
I
of us
started
are old.
dating post-phone for sure. I had a cell phone when I was dating for sure.
Yeah.
Maybe not early high school. But it must have been a nightmare to date back then.
I can't imagine.
You can't bail.
You can't.
You can't ghost.
Or were people just bailing more because then you really had no way to track them down.
Yeah. It was a weird time. It was I don't know, maybe innocent back then. I guess you called people, you talked on the phone. Mm-hmm. I still like talking on the phone a little bit. I still like it.
Yeah, he loves it.
There is an impersonalness of texting that I want to get over sometimes. Obviously, some people can't talk all the time, but I'll call a friend. I'm on a walk and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
Anyways, I got the in-laws in the house, and their flight keeps getting delayed.
When were they supposed to leave? Yesterday?
2 days ago.
Yeah.
And they live in Florida.
And they're listeners. So, hey,
as
Sharon,
they should.
We love to have you here.
Should be among your kind. Middle class, older whites. Well, ever been to Florida before?
Never been.
Really?
Never
It's a
been.
fine mix between Cuban, African American, middle class, retired whites, and just some of the scariest trash you've ever seen in your life.
Mm-hmm.
Just gator trucking weirdos.
Gator trucking, methed out weirdos.
Methed out weirdos.
Yeah.
You ever been to South Carolina before?
No, never been to the bad Carolina, only the good one, North Carolina.
So one time, my first time, I was visiting my in-laws and stuff like that in North Carolina, but I flew into Greenville, South Carolina. And when we were flying into it, I don't think it ever happened to you, but I'm on the plane, right? We're flying, nighttime. Guy in front of me on the plane starts twitching a bit.
I don't like that.
And I was headphones in, kind of nodding. I look at my guy next to me who I don't know, and I go, he's really twitching over there. And then full seizure on the plane. And then all I heard was, is there a doctor on board? You ever heard that before in real life?
Never really heard that, no. That's got to be terrifying.
Is there a doctor on board? No one. And then one lady was like, I'm a doctor. Is he okay? And he was just full seizure. And then something about you waking him up is be careful, getting him conscious was very difficult. And then she started getting him awake. And he woke up out of a seizure and started punching people.
Ah, that's terrifying.
He started swinging, right? And the people were like, hold on, buddy, hold on. Mm-hmm. And I'm literally behind this guy thinking, emergency landing? Are you serious?
Yeah, that would truly be my first thought too. Is God, I hope this guy's okay. Not only long term, but short term enough that this flight can keep going.
Oh, wow. I hope this guy's okay. I hope we don't have to land in some town I don't want to be in.
Where was this flight to and from?
From New York, I think, to South Carolina.
Did they emergency land somewhere in between?
No, thank God.
Okay, thank God.
And then we got on the tarmac, and then he just got out of there. I was like, oof. But the whole time, I was thinking, oh my God, sir, are you okay? You okay? Better make sure he gets to South Carolina.
Yeah, I hear they got really good doctors in South Carolina.
Don't tell the pilot. just whispering. I think seizure people do really well on land. They're assigned gates. Yeah. I was just so like, where? Anyway, so we get there. My father-in-law picks me up at the airport, and we have to go to a grocery store in South Carolina. And then he goes, "You ever been to South Carolina before?" I go, "No." He goes, "Get ready. It's the fattest state in America." I go, "Wow, that's like an opinion of, is that your opinion?" He's like, "No, statistically." And then we get into this grocery store, and my God, this is like peak pandemic. Like masks are still happening. I think Delta's floating around, these variants. And I just saw this guy on a scooter, and he was a big dude, like 500 pounds, just and looking at me wearing a mask doing this. I was just like, oh man.
He's judging your choices.
He's just like, get your shit together.
A mask. I guess you don't care about your body.
He's just like, yeah. Just bag of chips on his chest that hasn't paid for it yet. You're not one of those guys, are you?
We'll eat stuff in the grocery store before I paid for it?
Yeah.
I have.
No, come
on. I'll do it.
I'll lose respect for you, dude.
I don't eat a lot in the grocery store, but I have. I've been like really hungry and just been like, whatever, I'm about to buy this and cracked it open.
If you're in slides, shorts, tank top, and you got your groceries and you have an open bag of chips and you're like, I'm paying for it, and you're eating it while shopping, there's no way I look at you and don't think your life's in shambles.
Well, yeah, I'm not eating chips. I'm eating raw beef.
Just like, I got a hibachi grill. Like, that's on the cart. I'm cooking. I'm eating. I'm going to pay for this.
Yeah, I'm going to pay. I saved the barcode.
I think it depends on what you're eating. If it's chips, it's like, okay. But if you're like protein bar, I'm like, a
bag of nuts.
Listen, I got to get this. I haven't eaten dinner all day. I'm walking around. I just need a little bit of protein to keep me going. I'm going to pay for it. Here's the wrapper. Scan it. Okay. But if you're walking around being like, listen, man, I just got to eat a baguette. Or like, I think it's junk food is a thing.
Yeah,
if you're eating full on candy.
If you've finished a full sleeve of Oreos before you get to the checkout.
Yeah, if you're drinking like a whole 2-liter bottle of Mountain Dew, holding it like it's yours already, haven't paid for it yet. There's no way you have custody of your children.
No, I am not making eye contact with that guy for sure.
Yeah, if you see that guy walking around with a 2-liter like this, like I'm paying for it.
Yeah,
like, nah, that guy doesn't know where his kids are.
No, and he should not be driving home. His license is suspended. Don't let him get in that car.
It's not even his car.
Yeah,
he doesn't care. But there are some, like we've talked about this before too. I'm not a public FaceTime guy.
Yeah.
Public call, yeah, but like, hey, is this what you want?
Not into that.
Yeah. Surprisingly, at the wedding also, no hitches. No one, lost control of their emotions to the point where they're like, I gotta get out of here. Or no one like drunk, freaked out. I almost saw a fight though.
Almost saw a fight.
Two people were kind of like one drunk arguing.
There was some drunk
Not
arguing.
like a fist fight, just kind of like, hey, buddy, be careful. Kind of like stuff like that. Two guys. I'll tell you later who they were.
I think I can guess.
Yeah. And then we had the pizza party the next day here.
Yeah, pizza party.
Love a thin crust.
Love a thin crust. They were they were slinging pies in Eddie's driveway. It was so good.
Okay, let's rate. Out of the three, I go number 1, thin crust.
Okay.
Number 2, I guess I could do maybe a Neapolitan. I guess that's thin crust too.
I guess. Yeah, I don't know. I would say there's standard crust, like your standard kind of Domino's crust.
Yeah.
There's thin crust. There's like pan
pizza. Okay.
And then Detroit style.
What's the difference between Detroit style and deep dish?
Detroit style, it's not quite as deep, but it's just got the crispy edges. It's like somewhere in between a deep dish and a pan.
Who likes deep dish?
Don't get me started. I mean, look, I like it, but if it's never what I want.
I've never heard anyone talk highly. Is this like a hot take? I've never heard anyone talk highly of deep dish.
No, it's not ideal. You try it once and you say, yeah, okay, I get why somebody thought I'll do this, but
it's like a pizza soup, isn't it?
It's a pizza chowder bread bowl.
Yeah, it's like a bread bowl.
Yeah.
But like it's not practical to eat.
It's not practical. You need a knife and fork. If you need a knife and fork, it's not pizza.
Every time I hear people's like, "Hey, I went to Chicago, got some deep dish. We'll do that again." That's all I ever hear.
And that's the only reason to have deep dish is if you're in Chicago and you're like, okay, this is the place where it's made. I'll
Right.
try the good one.
Right.
But other than that, no reason. Like getting a deep dish pizza in LA, what are you, out of your fucking mind?
I think out of all the major cities in America, if they have their signature cuisine / dish or food, there's certain ones I'm like, yes. If I'm in New York City, bacon, egg, and cheese.
or a bacon, egg, and cheese.
Of course. I don't think you can go wrong at all.
Yeah.
If you're in Los Angeles, you got to get some Mexican food.
Get some tacos.
Taco truck. Makes
Get a
total sense.
mulita.
Makes total sense.
Papusa,
If you're
which
in
is Salvadorian, but you know what I mean.
If you're in, let's just say your neck of the woods, Seattle, Pacific Northwest, get a nice cup of Joe, great coffee,
Get some teriyaki.
get some teriyaki. If you're
Salmon.
in the South, soul food.
soul food.
Soul food's great, right?
Get some ribs.
If you're in Texas, barbecue. We were in
Get
Texas.
some damn BBQ.
But if you're in Chicago, Philly cheesesteak.
Get that cheesesteak.
It's getting a little heavy. Now we're getting a little, okay, gonna have to set some time aside. This is gonna be a thing. This might hurt me the next day. Okay. You go to Chicago, you get a deep dish, you've ruined your day.
Yeah, that's it. That's your whole day.
It's your whole day. It's a mess. You can't take it to go. The part of the allure pizza's to go. Isn't it?
They what?
Part of the allure?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I would agree.
It's so you can go.
Yeah, and you can put it in the fridge and eat it the next day, and it's easy to heat up, or you can eat it cold.
I think there's certain foods that
How do you reheat a deep dish?
No, you can't
In
reheat
a
a
crock
deep dish.
pot?
No, you can't. You put in the you can't reheat a deep. You get put in the microwave. That sounds insane.
Yeah, it's going to turn into a huge mess.
Yeah, I do like foods you travel with. Holdable, travelable food,
Yes.
travel foods.
Such as
A hot dog,
hot dog, great. A walk and eat.
a walk and eat.
Now, you know what they have when I lived in Australia? You know what they have there that I feel like America needs to adopt that we haven't really figured out is the walk and eat sushi.
What?
So, like, just imagine like a tuna roll,
Yeah.
uncut.
Wrapped.
Yeah, just wrapped like you would get a tuna roll, how they slice it up here. It's like that, but they just hand it to you fully, and then they give you a little soy sauce. It's a little plastic fish with a cap that you unscrew, and you
That's
just
cool.
squirt it, chomp it, walk, talk.
I do like walk and eat foods. I like a hot dog,
Hot dog.
a bagel, walk and eat.
Sometimes a burger can be walk and eat.
No,
Some of them.
maybe just like a single cheeseburger.
Yeah, single cheeseburger, like a Dick's cheeseburger, which is a Seattle specific, but
If you're walking and eating with like a Big Mac,
yeah, that's not good.
that's like I don't think you. I think he's walking to even out the calories.
Yeah, you've got an open 2-liter Mountain Dew in the other hand.
Yeah, you're walking to a court date.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm late. I'm gonna get my kids back. I swear. Walk and eat pizza, obviously. Walk and eat taco.
I would say not really. You could do a burrito, maybe. The right kind of burrito, maybe.
Drinking, obviously coffee. Walk and drink. You can do that.
Of course.
Alcohol depends on the
Look,
cylinder.
it's a lot of fun, but
Yeah,
Hard to
but
get
if
away
you see a
with
guy
sometimes.
walking down the street just holding a beer bottle, drinking,
that's sketchy. But you don't know what's in my thermos.
there you go. There you go. Certain foods I do like. I do like a walk and eat with a hot dog. It looks like, oh yeah, he's missing the game or something.
Coming from the game,
Yeah. What if you saw a guy doing a walk and eat with some soup?
that would scare the hell out of me. Just a bowl of chicken noodle. Just walking around the Silver Lake Reservoir like a bowl of ramen.
He's like on his way to an urgent care. He's just like
Chopsticks.
just like a bib, and just none of it goes in his mouth. It's all over his body.
He's got one of those, those baby bibs that also have a trough on the bottom. He's got one of those, and he's got a straw to suck anything that falls
A
in.
piping hot walking soup. Just face just red from being scolded.
Although
In a thermos,
in
you
a thermos, you got a tomato soup in a thermos.
Okay.
Now we're talking.
Okay. I can see that. Maybe like what else? Yeah, I guess anything in the bowl can't be a walk and eat.
No.
I do. That should be like a thing where like it should be like a certain food group walk and eats.
Walk and eats. Chicken skewers.
Chicken skewers. That's not bad. Anything on a stick can be a walk
Anything on
and
a stick. Corn dog. Come on. I'm guessing you're anti corn dog.
You know, you can just look at a guy and be like, "This guy's anti-corn dog." It's like how alpha men spot guys that don't work out. Like, nah, he's never done a pull-up in his life.
That guy's never cooked a corn dog in the oven.
Okay, listen. Okay, this is my thoughts on the corn dog. I'm more dog than corn.
Okay, fair enough. More dog than corn.
Right. I love the dog. The corn, I feel like the batter. It's a little heavy.
I love it.
But I do like a pretzel.
Okay.
Okay, so I do like that's a good walk and eat. Pretzel.
Yeah, pretzel's a good walk and eat.
All right. Corn dog. Here's the thing I don't like about the corn dog is that with the hot dog, there is the bun. You're holding the bun, right? Mm-hmm. You got your toppings on the bun. Your toppings,
Yeah.
right? It's efficient. It's the perfect hand food. It's got a bun. You're eating it. Your hands aren't getting dirty.
The stick can do the same thing.
Yeah, but
man.
the thing with the stick, and maybe it's my juvenile mind thinking here, but it's just the corn dog's a little too phallic. It's too.
Fellas, is it gay to eat a corn dog?
I never said it was gay. Straight guys suck dick too. All right, this is Hollywood.
I'll suck a dick before I eat a corn dog.
All right, this is Hollywood. There's a plenty of straight guys who will blow a guy. Diddy. But just something about it's just too flesh tone.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, and it's on the stick, and it's so girthy and so thick, I'm just
taking it to the house, taking it to the tonsils, and I do eat them in one bite.
You do, one bite. I like go like this. I'll eat my corn dog like this, and then I put the mustard on my chest and go like that.
Yeah.
And like that, and be like, these things are great.
No, I love a corn dog. We always had frozen corn dogs in the freezer at my house growing up.
How was the cake at the wedding? Was it okay?
It was good. I really only had one bite because I was more into the tiramisu. I had a couple tiramisus.
I miss the tiramisu.
And then I saw the cake plate on my by my seat, and I on the way to the dance floor. Maddie was like, "Let's go dance," and I was like, "Yep." And then I was like, "Hold on," I broke off so I could take one big bite of cake, and I was like, "Yeah, pretty good."
What is this? What is going on in the news? What's happening? I don't know what's going on. I've been kind of in wedding mode. What are you doing?
Well, let's see. There's a lot of fun stuff. There's hurricanes, a genocide, hospitals are burning.
Okay.
I did find one fun news story. Do you want to hear about this?
I thought I just heard 3.
Okay, this is a news story I saw in The Guardian. I'm just going to read it to you because honestly, many of the words in it mean nothing to me.
Okay.
This was in The Guardian. Cheating alleged after men's world conquer champion found with steel chestnut.
What the hell are you talking about?
The World Conquer Championships is investigating cheating allegations after the men's winner was found to have a steel chestnut in his back pocket. David Jackins won the annual title in Southwark, Hamptonshire on Sunday for the first time after competing since 1977, but the 82-year-old was found to have a metal replica in his pocket when he was searched by organizers after the victory. Jenkins was responsible for drilling and inserting strings into other competitors' chestnuts as the competition's top judge, known as the King Conquer. Alistair Johnson Ferguson, who lost in the men's final against Jenkins, said he suspected foul play. My Conquer disintegrated in one hit, and that just doesn't happen. I'm suspicious of foul play and have expressed my surprise to organizers. Jenkins, a retired engineer, has denied using the metal variety in the tournament. I was found with the steel Conquer in my pocket, but I only carried it around with me for humor value and did not use it during the event. Yes, I did help prepare the Conquers before the tournament, but this isn't cheating or a fix. I didn't make the strings.
Can I be honest with you? I don't know what the fuck you just
I
said.
have no idea.
What did you just read?
I have no idea.
What are you talking about?
I don't know, but the image is of two men, and it appears to be they appear to be swinging chestnuts at.
Are these people British?
Either British or Irish.
Yeah, I think they're got to be over the pond.
They're
right?
definitely they love the Queen, whoever they are. But yeah, I could not believe how little I understood after reading so much.
Yeah, it's funny. The UK, they just love drunk guy sports.
They do.
Darts.
The UK, Ireland,
The pub sports.
Yeah, you ever seen that like road bowling?
Lawn bowling?
No, road bowling. I don't know if that's actually what it's called, but they like throw these metal balls down the road. It's about who can like throw it the farthest, I think. I don't know, man.
Really?
Yeah.
See, we do that. If you do that in America, you hope that it's a TikTok where they try to trip people walking or something. It's not like a sport. No. Speaking of awkwardness, did you see the video of, like, maybe it's a little old, but whatever, I don't care, of Elon dancing on stage with Trump?
Yeah. Did I actually see the video, or did I just see still images? I think I avoided the video, but yeah, I don't.
The video is just him. I will say about Elon, there are things I like the SpaceX stuff. That's kind of cool.
Yeah, sure.
Not a Tesla guy, not a Cybertruck guy, but I do like the idea of electric cars.
Popularizing electric cars is not a bad thing.
Yeah, but then owning Twitter and getting all weird and funky about free speech and then
pronouns and
just like kind of being like all getting political. Why do we? You know what it is? Social media has allowed CEOs to be celebrities,
to be public figures in a way they just don't need to be.
Yeah, like Bezos. I don't need to. Remember when we were kids? You didn't know what president of a company was.
No, I had no idea who the CEO of Microsoft. Well, I guess I knew who Bill Gates was, but that was about it.
Yeah, that's all you needed to know.
And I certainly didn't know any of his opinions about anything that wasn't software.
Yeah, like we didn't care about these. Now these guys have Twitter and Instagram accounts, and they get followed. Like, hey, maybe I'll say this, or maybe I'll show a picture of me on a yacht, and they get lots of likes. And I just don't understand why we care.
I blame Steve Jobs.
Really?
I decided just now I blame Steve Jobs. Yeah, because I think he was the first CEO that people were like, whoa.
Really?
Let's listen to what this guy has to say. Because and I don't even look, I don't have, whatever. I'm not looked into it that much, but I don't think we need to be treating Steve Jobs like some kind of super genius. I think he was a good business guy. Sure, great.
Sometimes these guys, it's not that they're geniuses, they just know who to surround themselves with and who to hire.
And the right way to get people to do the things that you think will make money.
Like, are you really a genius for being like, I think the phones should have no stylus and we should just touch them with a finger?
Yeah.
And then you go points at some dweebs in lab coats, make that.
Figure it out.
And like, okay, it could take years. That's cool.
Yeah.
I'll just keep doing presentations about our computers, and then when you guys figure it out, I'll show everybody.
Yeah.
That's exactly what he did, right?
I'll put on a turtleneck and I'll give him a hell of a show. You guys get it done.
Was he kind of like Einstein in that way, where he's like, wore the same thing every day?
Maybe. I mean, he definitely wore the same thing.
Turtleneck jeans and New
turtleneck
Balance, right?
jeans, New Balance, yeah.
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 Sometimes I think I get into clothes. I like clothes a lot, and I just like occupy my mind too much with clothes because it's a great way not to think about my own career in life.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm on Depop all day instead of, doing the things I need to be doing.
I really think that this generation of men is avoiding inner self we're just avoiding therapy by just going online and looking at stuff. I watched an hour of a guy restoring a vintage Rolex.
You watched an hour of that?
An hour of that. I watched an hour on YouTube of a guy restoring a vintage GMT Rolex watch.
Yeah.
I could have been reading about, I don't know, the environment,
The election, the conflict in the Middle East. So much we could be learning.
I could have been looking within.
Could have.
I could have just said to myself,
You
who
could have
am
been
I?
journaling.
I could have been journaling. Who am I? What am I?
What do I want?
Am I gay? Am I not gay?
Questions you'll never ask.
No, I'd rather see some guy really fix the spring wheel on this vintage Rolex, and then I really avoid looking within.
There's also something really satisfying about any video that has like a before and after.
Yes.
Oh, baby. I bet it looked so good after, and it looks just okay before.
I know. We're not men, man. We're just watching men do manly things, too.
Yeah.
Watching a guy just do drywall on TikTok, being like, sweet. Meanwhile, I'm wearing like pants that have artificial splatter on my on them. I'm just like, yeah, I look like this guy, but I can't do anything he does.
It's like wearing a Ken Griffey Jr. uniform. That's what you're doing when you put on paint splattered pants.
Yeah, no, it's like I wear a full Dodgers uniform, go to the baseball field, sit there, and be like, woo, wow, these guys are great. Woo. Don't put me in. I'll embarrass myself. Can you do anything with your hands? Can you work with your hands at all?
I'm okay. I can like figure out basic stuff with a car.
Really?
Yeah, get me on YouTube. I was joking to my girlfriend the other day that last time I went home, I beat my dad at a replacing the headlight competition.
Did you really replace the headlight? Really?
Yeah. I've replaced so many lights on so many cars.
My father-in-law once asked me, "Do you know how to change a tire just randomly?" And I go, "Call AAA." It's like, you don't know how to jack up a car, take out the spare tire, remove the bolts, and put in the new tire? I'm like,
You could do it. You could. There's only one part that's tricky, and that's you got to loosen the bolts before you jack it up.
no, I'll just get a flat tire and call 911. Help.
What's your emergency?
I'm on the side of the road with an iced latte, and I got a flat tire.
You're calling 911. Hello, I just got a manicure and my tire's flat.
I've got a whole bunch of raw salvage denim in the back. I don't feel safe being on the side of the road, even though it's just outside my house.
I'm wearing a brand new white loop wheeled T-shirt.
I don't want to get it marked up. I really need someone to come out here. You might have to bring maybe a chopper, just to make sure the whole scene's fine.
And it's a little sketchy, so maybe a SWAT team.
That's men. I mean, I don't want to say like men aren't men anymore, but there is a moment where I feel like, oh man, what if the lights go out? What if the power's gone?
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah. I mean, do I need a gun?
I think we should buy a gun. You want to go halvesies on a gun?
Yeah. Yeah, we should. Yeah, I'll have it on the weekends, and you have it during the week.
Okay.
And just drop it off. Just leave it on the porch.
Yeah, I'll just leave it on.
But put it in a box.
I'll put it under a rock or something.
No, put it in a box that says gun. So that way nobody
would want to go in there.
Yeah. No one wants a.
There could be a gun in there.
I don't want one of these, porch pirates to steal my box. It says, like these
Is this a TV? Nope, it's a gun.
It's a gun. Just leave it. Don't worry. I'll have to my buddies. I'll get it later. Although I did. That's the one thing about Kamala. It's just going making the rounds, being like, I have a Glock. Mm-hmm. I have a Glock. Have you ever shot it? Of course I have. I'll shoot you right between the eyes if I have to. I just wish she said that. Wouldn't that be funny? She's like, of course, you step up to me, I'll just blow a cap in your ass.
Ask another stupid question like that, you'll find out.
I'm from Oakland. I grew up middle class. And if you walk up to me or my family, I'll just blow a cap in your ass. I think she'd get a lot more votes.
She might.
I will say this, not to get too political. I will say this, though. We're at a point now where where the political cycle is now, where the Democratic nominee is doing more of a pendulum shift towards the middle.
So far, I would say into the right.
Because what's happening now is that, imagine 10 years ago, a Democratic nominee saying, I have a gun.
And Dick Cheney endorses me would be an insane thing if like Obama had said that.
Yeah, that would never happen. Like, I think the left would be like, you're giving power to the NRA.
Yeah.
But I will say this about the cam dog, Kamala. She is a district attorney. Mm-hmm. And I was talking to my father-in-law about this, and he's like, well, yeah, she has to have because what happens to district attorneys, they're trying to prosecute gangs, organized crime, and at any moment, they're like, just like out of Batman or something, like we got to get rid of the district attorney.
That's exactly what I was. She's Harvey Dent.
Yeah. So at some point, these groups.
She's lucky she's still got both sides of her face.
There's some, organized crime leaders like.
Yeah, Falcone's out there.
Oh my God! All the counterfeit Jordans were intercepted at the port. Damn it! No, the district attorney. I got to get her.
Kamala.
Yeah. Where does she live? Send someone.
Yeah. Wait a minute. I just saw her on the news. She's got a Glock. Get back here.
Boss, I just walked in with Doug and she's packing.
She killed 8 of our guys.
So I get it. If you're a district attorney, you got to have a gun, I guess. That makes sense.
It would also be pretty funny if the president showed up to an event like with a gun on their hip. That'd be the most American shit you could do.
What if Kamala? What if on that 60 Minutes interview they go, now, Madam Vice President, you did say you are a gun, or do you have a gun? And she goes, yes, I have a machine gun.
Yeah, I got an AR-15 with a bump stock.
I have a sawed-off shotgun.
Yeah. You know the gun that the guy in Las Vegas used? I bought one of those guns on eBay.
Because of him.
Yeah.
It's so crazy. Like, I actually have a crossbow.
Yeah. I love to hunt, so I do have a grenade launcher.
I have a compound bow and arrow, and I will full on spear you right through between the eyes if you come to my beautiful place. But yeah, no, maybe I will say if the lights go out, everything happens. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I'm so fucked. I
think you're fine. You're like an athletic guy.
Sure, but if there's any sort of full-scale revolution or societal collapse, I'm just not a fighter.
Did you see what happened with the FEMA dudes?
There was an armed militia
To stop FEMA from helping them out
during
during the hurricane.
That's crazy.
It's so funny, these guys are just kind of like, we're protecting our country, but, I also work at a GameStop.
Yeah.
And if I ever got drafted or called to go to war, I would be really scared.
But if you think you're going to come here and bring me fresh water, I'll shoot your ass.
Just like full camo, full gear, all commando, like Schwarzenegger on the beach when he shows up. Just like, man, my mom just called me for dinner. I'll come back.
Yeah. Can't be late for dinner. My mom would be pissed.
Oh, man. So what else is going on? So militias are stopping FEMA from delivering water.
2 hurricanes since the last time we were on.
2 hurricanes. My in-laws can't go back because the roof caved in at the airport in Tampa.
You see also the Tampa Bay Tropicana Field, the roof blew off?
Dude.
A godsend, honestly, because that stadium sucks so hard.
I will listen. Tropicana Field. We're baseball fans. He plays the sport. He played the sport collegiately. I tell people I did. Mm-hmm. Tropicana Field, the worst field in Major League Baseball.
Worst field. How are you going to have a field where people are regularly hitting it into the roof with a white ceiling that people are losing the ball in all the time? Why?
It's all torn up. And I guarantee, watch this happen. 2025 baseball season, opening pitch, still broken roof.
Yeah, they'll be playing at like a AAA park in St. Pete's or something.
Terrible. I actually want to go to see how bad it is. Although I heard Oakland Coliseum is worse.
Really? Yeah, it's got to be.
Because but
no longer a Major League Baseball stadium.
Yeah, because the owner didn't want to do updates because he was afraid that it would prolong
bitch. That's why.
Because the owner wanted to make sure it moved. But in order to make it move, you make sure the conditions are so bad where Major League Baseball's like, listen, just get out of there.
Yeah.
That's Oakland's lost all of their teams. They lost the Raiders. They lost.
Yeah.
Technically, they lost the Warriors.
Yeah.
Because they went to Oracle.
Yeah, wherever that is.
And the A's. Dude, we're baseball fans. The Oakland A's have been there our whole lives.
Our whole lives. They've been there for so long.
And I love the logo, the heritage.
Historic franchise.
It was the Philadelphia A's.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the history behind their secondary logo, which is the elephant on the ball? So the old owner from the Philadelphia Athletics back in like the 20s and stuff like that, it was he kind of inherited this team or bought this team, and it was like a really sad, crappy team. I think what happened was they were on a win streak or something. No, they were like a bad team. And another owner said that, he bought the Oakland Athletics. He's got himself a white elephant on his hands. And the phrase white elephant implies, I think back in like thousands of years ago in India, or like in the Middle East or something, a king or a prince would gift a white elephant to another leader as almost like a fuck you, because you have to take care of this thing. Like, here you go. Here's a big problem. It's like me giving you like, oh, hey, I bought you some IKEA furniture.
Yeah,
And
okay.
it's like, now you got to put together this whole shelving unit. Like, thanks. I guess you just gave me a whole bunch of work.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I mean? It's kind of like a slight gift.
Yeah, but also good luck.
Yeah, right. So the owner of the Athletics was like, "Oh, I'm a white elephant. Well, that's our logo," and made it an elephant on like a baseball.
Okay, so he's a saucy little guy.
So it's like a spite logo.
A spite. Yeah, and I love that.
There needs to be more spite logos.
There should be more spite logos.
Like the Seattle talking to your sisters. Or the LA short films that have a bunch of people except for one guy that used to be a friend.
Yeah, San Francisco layoffs.
Yeah. Or the Texas dating your dad's best friend. Spite logos are fun. Spite mascots.
Spite mascots.
Stevie Spite. Anyway.
Steven Spite.
So what's going on? So we did that. We talked about what's going on in the news shows. You got any bits you want to run?
I wanted to talk to you about something because I saw something and it made me think of something. So I saw a man flip somebody off. Okay,
In public.
In public.
Car? No car? Street?
The flipper was not in a car. The flippee, the recipient, was in a car.
Okay.
Here's what happened.
So guy on the sidewalk flip.
Not quite in the sidewalk. So I'm like in the Hollywood Bowl. I go over to the Hollywood Bowl most Saturdays for the Saturday Stairs. It's like a workout thing. Shout out to Saturday Stairs. And we're walking up, like in the Hollywood Bowl, grounds. But you're by the road where people are getting on the 101, and someone getting on the 101 had a loud car and like, really like, and this guy just turned in and instinctively flipped him off. Maybe not, whatever. He just flipped him off, right? And in that moment, I was like, fuck you. Even though I don't like that car either.
Yeah.
But what I realized was when it comes to flipping someone off, my respect for that finger is directly proportional to how well the recipient can see it.
I see. Okay. So basically what you're saying is you gave that guy the finger that we all hate. Cool. But if he didn't see it at all, then you're doing it for us to make you think that you're speak on our behalf.
Yes.
Like, hey, I'm with everybody here. This guy blows. Watch this. But if he doesn't see it, then it's performative.
It's performative.
But what it's supposed to be, the intent of the finger is the guy in the car needs to know he's a jerk.
Yes.
He needs to see the finger.
Yes.
I agree. I'm totally on board with this.
Let's just test this out. Go ahead. Throw up a big finger at me.
Okay, are you driving by and I'm just walking? You're making a loud noise, or you just want me to show you the finger?
Just let's say I did something on the sidewalk to piss you off, and you want to let me know. I don't agree with you, but I respect and admire your ability to communicate that. Have a good day.
Cool.
Now hide one behind your finger, behind your hand, and flip me off. Pfft, I pity you.
Nice.
Yeah.
When's the last time I gave some guy the finger? It's been a minute.
Do you do it? Are you a road ragey at all when you drive?
This is what I do when I drive, and my wife doesn't like it. But I'm road ragey, but it's a controlled road rage. I never want the other person to hear it. It's just for me to get it out.
Yeah, exactly.
Let's say I get cut off, or someone's taking their time, or someone's in a parking spot checking their phone when I want to parallel park. I'll say the classic, look at this moron.
Yeah.
Sometimes I'll just be like, oh, no. I'll do this one a lot. I did this with a friend of mine in the car. I'm driving. Some guy cuts me off, no signal. Oh, you're a good guy, huh? Yeah. Oh, this guy's a great guy, huh?
Yeah, there's a lot of sarcastic road rage.
Oh, yeah, I have a lot of...
Oh, no, that's a good place to stop. No, stop in the middle of the fucking road. That's a great idea.
No, yeah. I want to go slower on the freeway. Slower. Thank you. I do a lot of that. I'm very sarcastic on my road rage. I've done this one a lot, like... Look, wow, you just don't care. I've done a lot of Your World, I Just Live in It.
Yeah, Your World, I Just Live in It.
That's the one I say all the time.
For a while, I was doing this thing where if I wanted to yell at someone from my car, I had to do it in a British accent because that would kind of help me not actually get mad. Because it was too funny to me to be like, use your fucking blinkers, mate.
Only accent you can do, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the only way. Yeah.
So you can't do road rage.
I could do German, maybe.
You could do German road rage. You're like, so you want to cut me off?
Yes.
Fine. But if you're doing an Asian accent road rage, even if it's someone Asian did it to you,
you still... And then I guess technically, a tree falls in the forest, nobody's there to hear it. I do a racist accent in the car, nobody's there to hear it. but I don't want to get in the habit.
No,
you know?
no.
And then what if I get really good at it? What if I get really good at doing an Asian accent?
We're at that. No.
And then I'm like, well, now I kind of want people to hear me do this.
No, listen, we're at a point in history right now that we can only do white
Only the
accents.
whites. Only the whites.
Italian.
And even that, I worry that one day we're gonna lose that. That's when I will become like an old guy who's like, it's the woke mob's gone too far.
Yes.
Is when my kids are like, it's actually kind of offensive when you do that French accent, and I'm like, mon dieu, no. Oh, it is offensive.
Oh my God, my father is a complete racist. Yeah, if you know what, I will be full on anti wokeness. Pro free speech if they're like, I'm sorry, but Super Mario Brothers is offensive to Italians. Like, come on. What? Is it the mustache? Is it the overalls? Is it the job choice? Is it the voice?
It's cultural appropriation.
Is it Mario? Is it Luigi?
Yeah.
They're both trying to bang a princess.
Trying to bang a princess. Get home in time for mama's ravioli.
I think that's where I check out. Listen,
Yeah.
I'm not one of these guys. Like, I believe that as time progresses in comedy and in life, we've given up on certain things. I don't believe in the pushback. Like, you can't say it anymore. Listen, we also openly talked about African Americans in a certain way or black people in a certain way.
Yeah.
The Rat Pack's jokes about
Sammy Davis Jr.?
Sammy Davis Jr. were
Yeah.
like insane.
Cannot do that.
No, blackface, you name it. Through time, eventually things get kind of weeded out. And as a stand-up, as someone like yourself as well, it's not even about you can't say anything. It's just things just become kind of hacky.
Yeah. After a while,
Things just get kind of you're doing.
We've
like,
heard that.
You're doing like an Asian accent. It's kind of hacky. I don't know.
and it's not really surprising anymore, which is part of the whole goal.
But if we start cutting off German, Italian, French. Right now, even Irish is kind of creeping up on it.
Yeah.
British. If we're cutting up the whites,
guess what? I'm voting Republican. That's when I start voting Republican. Is when you tell me I can't do a heart-to-tea.
it's over.
Yeah.
If you tell me I can't do a like, the hard, I don't know what that is, but I'm sure it's somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody.
There's definitely somebody out there.
Hard. You know, oh God.
Oh, you can't be talking about my family like that.
It must be how, like, dads must feel right now about like, what? I can't do an Asian accent.
I guarantee.
Oh well, I'm sorry. I'm in an Indian restaurant and I can't act like I'm a Pooh from The Simpsons. Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's gonna be us when we go to an Italian restaurant and be like, hey, forget about it.
Yeah, and your
like,
kids are gonna be like, oh my God, I'm moving out.
oh my God, Dad, he's an Italian-American individual. It's like, oh, okay, well.
Well, you mean this Goomba over here?
Oh my God, Dad.
What? He's a Goomba.
Goomba?
Gabagoo.
Gabagool? I'm so sorry, my father.
Madonna mia.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that's us.
Latino, you can't do it. Now you can't do.
No,
I could.
And I wouldn't.
I could.
Oh, you could.
I could. Being half Hispanic, I could.
You could.
But if we enter a
little
world,
dicey, but you
if
could.
we enter a world where I can't do, hello, are you American? You love your
Oh,
McDonald's.
I love to eat the snails, but you eating McDonald's. Ugh, disgusting.
My armpits are hairy, and I love cigarettes, and my teeth are very brown, but I'm still hot for some reason. Is that French?
Yeah, that sounds yeah, that's French. That sounds French to me.
But yeah, I guess certain accents aren't available anymore.
And that's fine.
That's fine.
And that's fine. But we're just saying this is where we draw the line.
You know, there was a moment when like a boomer dad found out the Asian accent you couldn't do it anymore.
Oh yeah.
Like he's hanging out.
I feel like they all learned that.
But there was a moment when like a boomer dad was sitting around the dinner table and he goes, "Me so sorry," and everyone's like, "Oh my God." He's like, "Oh, sorry. Hey, should I just karate chop that out of my?" Everyone's like, "Oh."
You're making it worse.
Everyone's just immediately donating to OAC right at that moment. AOC? AOC.
Yeah, I'm
just
okay.
AOC.
I thought OAC was a charity I didn't know about.
AOC, here's some money. I'm sorry about my dad.
Speaking of things that change, my friend JT, friend of the show, JT Tomlinson, very funny comedian, he bought a plaque at a Goodwill that was for sale at a Goodwill that was, I can't even say what it was, but it was for someone who had won an award from ARC, which is now just known as ARC, but it used to be the American R-word like coalition.
What?
Yeah.
R word. Oh, R word.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And that was the name of the charitable organization.
Wow.
Yeah.
So there was a listed business.
Yes.
That got a government grant.
Yes.
Got to was tax exempt. Paperwork was filed with an ARK. A standing for American, R standing for and K standing for
Or it was C. I don't remember. Coalition.
coalition.
Yeah.
And what was the group's? What did they do? Did you look it up?
It was social services for people with disabilities.
Right.
Yeah. So they were definitely in the right in terms of
1,000%.
what they were doing.
Some of my favorite things in the world are good intentions, bad execution.
Yes.
It's like, listen, we provide. Listen, what we do. We provide adequate services for certain individuals in this country that may not have the mental capacity or ability to support themselves. We give them programs, money, ability to communicate with others that allow them to thrive in this business. What are you guys called? Oh, we're the Downsy group. It's like, oh.
Oh, yeah.
Thank
We provide meal plans and exercise programs for underserved youth. What do you call it? No more fatties.
What we do, we're in the Italian community, and we allow other Italian Americans of first generation, second generation, in order to get together, to exchange cultural ideas, to be amongst themselves, to maintain their culture with each other as both Americans and as Italian Americans. Oh, what do you guys call it? We're the CWC. What's that? Connecting WAPs with WAPs. It's connecting WAPs. CWW. It's what? Connecting WAPs with. Connecting C triple B W.
C triple B.
C triple W. The connecting WAPs with WAPs. Okay. All
Okay.
right. That's
You're doing God's work.
that's cool. That's
Yeah.
cool. I mean, we could keep going.
Yeah.
We're late enough.
Yeah,
No
we're
one's
going to keep going, but if we keep trying, I'm going to get in trouble.
But if there was a Patreon, God, we'd go
Oh,
so.
boy, we'd be letting it rip.
We're letting it rip, as we should behind paywalls.
Yeah.
Which all racism lives behind the paywall.
Yes, racism thrives behind the paywall.
I had a good time. Did you have a good time?
I had a great time.
Oh, this was a fun little app. Thanks so much for being part of this episode of Oh Hell Yeah. Do us a favor. Hit the subscribe button. Tell a friend. Follow us on social media. All those links are in the description of this episode. Leave a comment. Let you know what you think of the show as well. We post shorts every single 4 shorts a week. We post stuff on this channel all the time. Keep supporting the show. We'll talk to you soon.